Jamie. I will be accompanied here on stage with some of our friends because, you know, we're all friends. God created us all and we must love and cherish each other because we don't know how long we have left with them. So with that, our first guest is Esther Prynne. Esther is a lost soul. After being released from prison, Esther is now left to raise her daughter Pearl. Let's give a big welcome to Esther Prynne. Thank you so much for joining us. On our show, we like to give special gifts as to our guest. So, for you today, we have this lovely A for you to wear.
Oh, thank you.
You are very welcome. So, Esther, let's get down to business. I know you have had a rough time, but you know, the Lord doesn't give us obstacles unless He thinks we can overcome them. So, have you overcome them by this point? How are you now since the death of Dimsdale?
Well, I spent a lot of time alone, and with Pearl, I realized that my life should be focused around my daughter and nothing else.
Miss Pearl, who is your daddy?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, Esther, that's great to hear. The Lord gives us all second chances for a reason. Now, I think Miss Pearl backstage wants her mama back. So I'll let you go. But make sure to wear the A with pride and show all the Puritans how you overcame your mistakes in life by the grace of God. Now let's welcome our next guest, Huckleberry Finn. Woo! Thank you for joining us, Huckleberry.
Well, thank you for having me, but please call me Huck.
Well, Huck, let's get to business. How was the time that you spent living with your dad?
I hate my dad.
You hate your dad? Child, you do not hate. You dislike. The Lord does not want us to hate people. I know you have been through a lot, but you must love everybody, just like God does.
Well, I hate my dad, and that's that. I saw some ducks outside on my way in here. I think it's about time for me to go catch some dinner.
Now, will you help me welcome Edna? Thank you so much, Edna, for being here with me today. Edna and I have met very, very long time ago, and now we're going to try to get to the bottom of her marriage situation. So, Edna, what do you dislike most about your husband?
I don't like that he expects me to stay at home and be the traditional housewife.
I see, I understand. And what does it mean to you to be an independent woman?
Someone who can live without a man and find love and happiness from something else or someone else that's not a man.
Wow, this has been very deep conversation, and folks, this is the bottom of her marriage. Thank you, Edna, for being here today. And now, our final guest. Our final guest today is Daisy. Daisy is joining us all the way from East Egg. Let's give her a warm Floridian welcome. Woo! Thank you, Daisy, for joining me down here in the studio. I hope everything is going well since our last phone call. Why don't you tell the viewers about that phone call?
Well, okay, so Gatsby is no longer with us here, and Tom and I have left East Egg to go find ourselves somewhere else.
Wow, I am so sorry to hear that. I hope he is alive and well in heaven. How have you dealt with his passing?
Well, I didn't even attend his funeral. I'm just so upset that after all these years he has lied to me, and it's so hard to move on when I loved him so much.
Oh, well, that's gonna be okay. God has a plan for you and has put you and Tom together for a reason. Everything will be all right, you heard?
How did Gatsby
Well,
die?
thank you. I better get going because Tom and I are in the midst of moving again.
Oh, all right. Well, I will keep you in my prayers, and I hope y'all have safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of English 3, the After Show. I hope y'all enjoyed the books this year and have a good night. Goodbye.
Here's your host, Jamie Crawford.
But you're in a dress biz.
I don't care. That's the
I'm awesome.